All right, take 2. You might ask, Marlene, your 2-day trip is over. For why now? Because I uploaded the first video last Friday. Anyone who is familiar with the concept of weekdays knows Friday and what is today? Thursday are 6 days apart. My trip was 2 days. I thought technically it might have been 3 because it was 2 nights. No, 3 nights. So we had 2 whole days and 2 half days. So the 2 half days maybe count as one extra day in total. So it was a 3-day trip. I don't want to lie to anyone. So it was 3 days. And then I got kind of stuck in my head actually and didn't make the second video because I didn't like that I had to cut up the first video into 3 pieces. So I decided that we now make one little video where I show you which of the many things I packed I touched and which I didn't. And then we go into the different projects separately and do a measurement in separate videos so that I don't have to cut it all up and release them on different dates and in divided parts and everything, because I didn't like that. So what did I touch of the many things I brought? Did I touch my elastic sport rubber bands? What do you think? Of course I did not. Did I touch my logical puzzle magazine? No, I did not. Did I touch my bullet journal that I wanted to write into again because I did not do so in, I don't know, 3 months or something? I did not touch it. I did not at all touch it. Maybe to get to something below that, a yarn or something. Did I read a word in this book? No. Did I read a word in this book that my mom tells me to read? Like, has been telling me to read for, I don't know, 1.5 years now or something. And I think it would really help me because I need to not identify with my work so much in order to find work that I'm just happy to do and then leave. No, I did not. I did not read a single word in this book. I didn't even open the cover, which would have been awesome because it's signed and it has a tiny cat on it. Yeah, didn't happen. What I touched though is everything knitting related. Yeah. And I was quite successful. So let's get into the first thingy. Hoo-hoo! Heftiger effect. Awesome effect. The first project I actually finished before we even got to our destination because we had quite some traffic on our way there. And so I finished. I don't know if you can actually see that. I'm gonna go up a little and I don't know if I'm too close. Nobody knows anything here. Yeah, I finished the last half repeat, then I finished the ribbing. I did it with the same needle size, so I don't know if I might have to redo it, but I wanted to block it first and I had to order detergent because Nina, the awesome owner of the yarn store Knitter's Wish, recently said in her stories that she only blocks her linen, cotton, summer yarny things, summer yarny knits in hand wash via hand wash. I don't know. She only does it by hand and she has a special detergent for it. So I decided to order said detergent and now I have to block it. And after that we see if I redo the ribbing or not. So I touched that, which was nice. I then had to touch something else because it was done. So on to part 2. Part 2 that I touched were these 2 combs that I actually brought with me. It was completely stupid of me because I only needed enough yarn to finish this teeny tiny swatch. I should have absolutely just unwound it and caked a little bit of it and then left the cones at home. I didn't do that. Yeah, as you can see, I finished the swatch. I am pretty happy with it. It was very annoying because I made it in this teeny tiny tube and I did it with, I don't know, magic loop or something, and it was annoying. And also it was a little annoying because I had this color change here and it was on the sides, and I always was scared that the floats would be too short here so that it wouldn't lie flat when I opened it. And I did not read about how to position the colors when you have a multicolor sticking color work. And you apparently should do it in a vertical stripe pattern so that the colors are next to each other, and then when you do the sticking reinforcement you bind two little legs of the two colors together. I didn't do it. My sticking section was completely all over the place. As you can see here, sometimes it's a little red, then it's a little pink. So I got creative with my sticking reinforcement and didn't do it between the legs, or from this leg to this leg, or this leg to this leg, but I decided to just go to the back of the fabric, to the wrong side, and catch all the floats in my crocheted reinforcement too. We have no clue if this holds up in the wash, but we will see. And I quite like the color combination, and I decided to actually do it like this so that I have this we have guests over and my concentration is down the drain because I know I will have to get back there and don't have much time, so the words don't come to me as easily today. But yeah, we have this little line here where the color changes. Usually the pattern says that you just have one main color, which yeah, I would have needed to decide, would this be pink for me or would this be red? I didn't want to decide, so I decided that I would just split it in the middle, have my right side with the pink as the main color and my left side with the red as the main color. And I really like it. I did, I think they're called leatherback jacquard. Leatherback jacquard in the back for the floats, for the long floats, to catch the long floats. And yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with the whole thing. I am very, very certain that I did not get gauge at all, but the blocking process will tell, and afterwards I might have to do it again with a bigger needle size or not. I hope that this yarn blooms quite a lot. I think if you hold it like this, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not too loose, but I like my fabrics kind of dense, so I hope it blooms and fills out the gaps a little more. So obviously I touched the cones and I touched the reinforcement yarn, and now here we are, and I have to block this too. But I wanted to take the video first, which I now finally am doing. So we go on to project number 3, where we finally will use the measuring tape. Measuring tape is in hand. If you remember, I said I would be so confident that I would knit a lot on my half brioche sweater and probably not knit at all on my Yoko top. Turns out I don't know myself as well as I think I do, because I then took on the Yoko top and I got crazy with it. I came so far that I finished the first ball, or nearly finished it. this is where we are at now. It goes from here somewhere, here up to the teddy, and then we came home here. I put a little marker on because after that I got motivated and wanted to do this part, so I worked a little further, but just a little. So we are here. I decided to make a different kind of strap because I absolutely detest doing I-cord thingies. So if I can help it, I don't want that. And I don't like spaghetti straps. So I wanted to have a bigger strap here. So I used the first, I don't know, 2 rows and made a 3 or 2 ribs, 4 ribs, and let it go together with another rib here, and then have a little ribbing tank toppy strap. And this is where we are at now. The sad part is, and this is why I stopped working on it, that now we have the whole part for the back that is just back and forth ribbing, no increases, no decreases, no nothing. So obviously I put it away after that. But this is, so when I got here, we already got back, so it's fine. And I did quite a lot on my trip. And now we come to the measuring. And we are, do I remember where we started? No, but I will put it somewhere. I will write it down here somewhere. Now we are at 39 centimeters. Woohoo! Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this top, but I will do an extra video for this. Thoughts. This is no place for thoughts today. Definitely not. And yeah. So this is that is not connected to this, and this is our progress on my progress on the Yoko top. So last but not least, but yeah, it's kind of least actually, we have my freestyle-ish slipover thingy that I knit on a bit. And I knit, this is the one I then took every time since we got back, because when I wanted to knit something, because 2 of the 4 projects are finished. The top, I didn't get to motivate myself because from now on it's going to be so dull. And I want to block it too, and I had to order detergent for that too. So then I knit a little on this even after we got back. So this is, we will measure it, but I think most of it really actually happened here after we got back, because this is the one I touched the least in on the trip. But we will do it because I told you that I would measure it afterwards, and I want to, oh my god, and I want to keep my word. Yeah. So we are at 36 centimeters for this. I don't think this is much more, maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 centimeters, but it's a little. And this thing is gonna be so long because my girlfriend likes all her sweaters and stuff very long. So I'm happy about every centimeter that I can get. Also, I didn't show you, but this yarn, since it's reclaimed yarn, I store them in these little skeins. Is it a skein? Is it a hang? I don't know. In this form. And I hand wound it, the one that I used here, into the most beautiful little ball. It looked like a rose. It looked like a flower. I was so happy. I will put a picture in here somewhere. And I'm gonna show you how it looks now. This is it. Look at it. There's actually, I don't know what happened, but something happened. and it didn't go well. And now I have this. And I thought about rewinding it, but I wanted to show you the mess I made. Now I'm gonna rewind it and make it pretty again. So this is all I did. I think it went quite well because obviously I was socializing a lot too, and it was only 3 days. 2-ish, 3 days. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to now make other videos, because tomorrow I'm gonna go on my next trip tomorrow because I have a jet set life. No, I do not. I am very unemployed, but since I am very unemployed, I'm gonna go to Berlin because there's a job fair that is targeted towards, do you say it like that? That's for queer people especially. So there's only companies that are very queer friendly and open-minded, and there's many organizations, NGOs and such that do stuff for the queer community or in the queer community. And I wanted to go there last year because last year at this time I was unemployed too, but it was too late last year. I think I missed it by a week or so, or I couldn't go because we had some important plans. And I think 2 or 3 days ago I saw that it is this weekend, that it was this weekend in Berlin, or will be this weekend, and I very spontaneously decided to go. So we can now decide which project I will bring, because I will go by train and I will definitely only bring one project with me. So will it be this very dark project where I have at least a collar and 2 armhole ribbing thingies to do, or will I be brave and bring this? But I would actually rather prefer to block this first, and I can't steam block it right now because I gave my steamer to a friend because she went to a wedding and needed to steam her dress first beforehand. Yeah, but now I don't know, because I think this might be too long because my breasts are rather deep in comparison to my overall upper body length. So the part below my breast doesn't need to be as long for me than as for other people. And I am kind of scared that this will be way too long because it's ribbing and it goes on quite a lot if you stretch it. So maybe I think I will just bring the purple one and do doll knitting, or maybe I cast on something else. We won't know. You will see. I will see too because I have no idea. Bye-bye.